Hello, my name is Donald MacArthur. I'm the Senior Network Technician here at Caprock Telephone. I recently got a question about how to block pop-ups on your browsers. So let's talk about ad blockers. What are they? Do you need one? And finally, we'll demo how to install one. Simply put, ad blockers block ads. They block pop-up ads and they block regular ads on all of today's websites. Now, a benefit of a pop-up blocker is it makes your browsing safer. Attackers or hijackers advertise space on popular websites, and they load them full of malicious ads and that can possibly do major harm to your computer. Recent example are some ransomware attacks come from malicious ads. So the fastest and easiest way to protect yourself from these threats is to block the ads showing up at all, especially from sites you don't know. Another benefit is it makes your pages load faster because the browser is free to concentrate on loading the actual content and only the content. Finally, my favorite, it will declutter your browsing experience, making surfing and reading much more enjoyable because you're not going to see those annoying pop-ups or hear those annoying sound effects. It's going to replace all that with white space. However, there are some cons. There's always trade-offs. In certain aspects and websites, it can cause actual important feature or content to disappear. In another, it's actually a threat to independent media outlets like your local news or magazines out there that rely on that advertising for their revenue. But it's an easy way to get through these cons, and that's just by whitelisting those websites you want to support. We will talk about that, and I'll show you how to do it later on in this video. Now, we just need to install an ad blocker. First thing we have to do is we need to make sure that we are using a browser that supports an ad blocker. The two biggest and most popular browsers out there that do this are Chrome and Firefox. I prefer Google Chrome, so that's what we're going to use. So we're just going to open up Google Chrome. And we are going to come over and up to this hamburger menu on the right and scroll all the way down to More Tools, and then we're going to click on Extensions. Then on the left-hand side in the Extensions hamburger menu, we'll click that, and we're going to go all the way down to Open Chrome Web Store. Click that. Now this is going to show us all the extensions that Chrome has. And there's only a few million, so we're going to search the store for what we want. There are lots of ad blockers out there. Now I'm going to use one that I've used for years called AdBlock Plus. We'll just do a search for that. You see it comes down here as well. I typed it in. I'll click enter, and it's going to show us the extension I want. So I'm going to click Add to Chrome. And it's really fast. It says it's checking. It's going to ask me, are you sure you want to add this extension? I do. Click Add Extension. And it's going to go through. It's going to install it. You see it just popped up, install. And I get a nice little, hey, this has been installed. Thank you very much. And that's all there is to installing it. So the next thing, we kind of want to configure this. So I'm just going to close out of these tabs, and I'm going to go back to my home page. And even though Caprock doesn't have ads on it, let's say that we're going to whitelist ads on it. We're going to just whitelist this site because maybe Caprock is going to put some sort of ad or coupon on there, and I want to see it. So what we do is we come up here, and you'll see this AdBlock Plus is now got an icon up here right by your URL or your address bar. So we're going to click that, and then we're going to scroll down and click on Options. So here is our general settings. We have privacy and security, and it asks us, do you want to block additional tracking or do you want to block social media icons tracking? I do because I don't want everything to know where I've been. This is a lot how Facebook tracks you and how other sites, Google tracks you. Because when you go to a website, they add a cookie to it. This is saying, hey, you can't add anything to my temporary folder. I don't want you to do. I don't want ads to be able to do that. So we're gonna say, hey, we don't want that. Next down here, we have acceptable ads. Now, these are ads that say it's okay. These are not malicious ads. These are well-known, well-established companies. They just want to sell you some stuff. Do you want to go ahead and see these? You can say, yeah, that's fine, whatever. Or in my case, I'm going to say, no, I am tired. I don't want to see any ads. Any ads that you can block, please do so. And that's all we have to do for the general settings. So now we're going to come and we're going to whitelist our website. So here we would just type in our domain name. Now I'm going to be specific for Caprock. So I'm going to type in www.caprock-fur.com and I'm going to click add website. And that's all that I have to do. It's done. So what's cool is you see AdBlock Plus here. It's red, it's going, it's enabled, we're rocking and rolling. So let's go back to Caprock. You'll notice that it's gray here because I've whitelisted it. It's saying AdBlock Plus is disabled on this site. If you see that it's gray and you're on a site that you haven't whitelisted, most likely there's an issue with this and you might have to reinstall or you'll need to click it and click enabled. You see it says it's disabled on this site. So if it's disabled, you can click on here and enable it, or you can disable it. That's probably a quicker way to add sites, is to just click it and then say, hey, I want to enable or disable this website. But there's multiple ways to do everything, and now you know how to do it. If you have any other questions, feel free to contact Caprock. We are always here, and we enjoy helping you and make sure that your internet experience is enjoyable. Thank you.